Joined today by representatives from Eastern Shore Community College President Dr. Jim Shaeffer, also joined by Dr. Patrick Tompkins today. Going to be making a few announcements about things going on at your Eastern Shore Community College along the lines of enrollment, the fall learning apparatus, or I guess we'll say what the standard procedures will be, also with tuition things as well. So welcome, gentlemen. How are y'all doing this afternoon?
We're doing great, Will. And let me say something that before we even get started, I was listening, as I usually do on my way up here to you, doing the local news and those sorts of things. And I cannot tell you how much we as a college appreciate the help that you and Charlie and others provide for us. It was just last week that we had our 2020 commencement. Mm-hmm. And you all very willingly gave us the airwaves. And you, I think, understand more than anyone how important that was to our family, friends, and our students. And so before I say anything else, I want to say thank you for the support that you all have given us.
Absolutely. Happy to help in any way we can.
Well, thank you.
So with that very lovely entry point, we do have a lot of announcements that you guys want to make today. Regarding, things at your Eastern Shore Community College right now. So I don't know what particular order you guys want to go in, so I'll just throw it over to you and let you start off.
Well, I think we've got several important announcements today, some related to registration, some related to financial aid. And I think the big one's going to happen next week. Here we are, COVID-19, I don't know, 5th month, whatever that we're in. We've done everything remotely. But we also understand that some people just need to come to campus to get registered. And so our student services area, once again, has stood up. And then we're going to have it on-campus registration. We're going to call it Registration Rally Days at your Eastern Shore Community College. So next week on the 18th and 20th from 11 to 4 p.m. on both days, 11 to 4 p.m., we're going to have on-campus registration. Now, it'll be on campus, but everyone needs to understand that we will respect social distancing. We anticipate people, they'll be required to come with a mask, but we'll have all the resources right there on the first floor in our student services area so we can get you registered. We can get you ready for fall semester. We're going to have Cracker Jack personnel there to provide assistance with advising, financial aid payment, as well as paying your fees and everything else you might need. We are not taking appointments because we want to make this as flexible as possible. So it'll be a first come, first serve. And to ensure the safe surroundings, we will have somebody who will be marshaling the door and bringing you in. You'll get your services, and then you'll be exited out. And one of the things for sure, we'll make sure we're not overwhelmed with too many people in the offices. But we are, here it is. This is a one-stop service. You come in, we get you ready, we get you enrolled, we get you paid, and you leave ready for classes that start on August 24th.
Yeah, and Dr. Shaeffer, beyond the benefit of enrolling and continuing your education and your career, we've got an enrollment incentive that we're offering. So if you register for at least 3 credits by next Thursday when we're doing the registration rally, you'll be eligible for a drawing for a Chromebook, iPad, gift cards, and cash. So if you're already registered, you're already in the drawing. But if you have not registered yet, give us a call, email us, come on by next week, get entered in this draw, and we'll announce winners on August 24th.
All right. So does that cover that one?
That's our registration rally, a la Bill Licato. There you go.
What's the next announcement today?
So should we talk about how we're going to deliver classes safely to our students?
That's a great idea.
So our faculty have worked very hard and thoughtfully to provide the maximum access to our students as well as safety. We've got several different ways we're going to offer classes. First off, no one will be required to come to campus if they are unable to or if they are concerned about their health, with the exception of a class like welding where you have to be on campus to be in that welding shop. We're going to have some classes that will be what we call Zoom online. So there will be scheduled days and times, and you'll have live instruction from your teacher through Zoom. But we also have some online classes that you can do at your convenience because of work and childcare. You might want to work on it at 8 o'clock in the morning, or you might want to work on it at 8 o'clock at night. So they're just regular online classes. We have a few classes that will meet periodically on campus, maybe once a week or maybe 3 times during the 8-week session. And this is because we want to make sure that we provide you with the opportunity for face-to-face instruction. And then we have some classes like welding, which will be all on campus. We've got the shields, we've got the masks, we've got the disinfectant. We're going to do it in a way that is safe. So what we tried to do was design multiple options to meet the very different needs of all of our audiences on the shore.
I guess I'd add to that is that if you go out to our catalog, one of the things that Dr. Tompkins and the faculty have done, we've laid it out. You look at whatever it is, Geography 101, you're going to see when it meets, how it meets, so that you will know if it's going to be hybrid. You will know if it's all going to be done remotely with Zoom. So we wanted to be as clear as possible with our students, both returning students and new students. And, Will, I mentioned you before we went on the air, and I think one of the things that we're seeing is that students and parents are kind of on the fence right now in terms of, do I feel safe to go ahead and enroll? And so what we've tried to do is to basically alleviate as many fears as we can, that we're going to do whatever it's appropriate during this time. And so if parents or students want to know, how's that going to be delivered? It is on our catalog. It is laid out. I'm so proud of what ESCC has done for this fall semester. It's pretty darn amazing.
And Dr. Shaeffer, it's a little confusing, all these options that are out there and what the different colleges and the local schools are doing. So in that schedule where we say how the class will be delivered, we've provided the name of the department chair and their email address. So email us. There is no question that will concern us. If you read it and you don't quite understand it or you need special accommodation, you contact that department chair and we'll provide you A1 service.
Absolutely.
All right. I don't know. Virtual welding. That sounds like it could be a good idea.
It's actually out there, kind of, sort of. But the problem is that the folks who approve whether or not you get your certificate don't believe that that's the way to
go. All right. So what else is there to talk about today?
Well, we have 2 very exciting scholarships we'd like to announce for the first time. So you've got the scoop here on these 2. So as a preamble to that, and as a college president, I have a tendency to make preambles with whatever I have to say, so I apologize. But yeah, that's right. We the people. This is an extraordinary time. There's absolutely no doubt about it. And so what I'm proud of is that your Eastern Shore Community College is coming up with some ways this fall semester to meet this extraordinary times with extraordinary support. This having the on-campus registration is an example of that, providing a contest for some really important things is another example. But finances is a huge, probably one of the most, the highest hurdle that many of our students have. And one of the things I've learned, Will, you won't believe it, I've been in this position now for just over a year, 13 months or so. And one of the things I'm struck by is we have a lot of generous people on the shore. And I want to announce a program that one of our donors who resides right here on the Eastern Shore is willing to provide. And it's basically like this. He is ready to pay the tuition for up to 25 students. So that's one free semester, and that would be tuition and fees. And it may seem like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because that's what it is. It's almost too good to be true. And what he has called this is the Stay Home, Stay Safe, Stay Local Scholarship. Our donor is very concerned about keeping our youth on the Eastern Shore healthy. And at the same time, this particular individual has nothing but the deepest commitment to higher education, and so that our students can get their education and move into good quality jobs. Now, what are the requirements for this? Listen to this. Number 1, you need to be an in-state student. You need to have completed high school or have earned a GED. And here's the kicker, and that is what this donor is willing to do is you sign up for fall 2020, you successfully complete fall 2020, and when I say successfully, that means you pass your courses, you're able to move on to the next semester, and you have to sign up for spring 2021 and successfully complete that. So the big key is that you need to come back and finish your spring semester with us as well. But other than that, there's no obligation. Now, if you should choose not to come back, then we will need to talk to you about paying back those dollars. But again, this is an amazing individual who's is such a concern about our youth. So he's come up with the stay safe, stay local, stay home. And so if you are wanting to know more, I'm going to give you a very long website. Are you ready? What you need to do is go to es.vccs.edu/admissions-aid/financial-aid/. So that's a long one. Probably the best thing to do is just go out to our website, es.vccs.edu, and look under admissions, and we will be able to get you there.
Maybe we can get our social media guy to put that on the Facebook post about this interview.
Yes.
You know him?
Let's see. I know he's not doing anything, so we'll talk to him about that. And what we have up there is a application that you fill out. And so you can't call in and say, I want to do this. You've got to fill out the application. We'll track those who apply. And so up to the first 25 people will be able to sign up for this scholarship. I've been in this business going on 30 several years, and I have never seen an offer like this before. He's thinking about, he has a friend whose daughter was a freshman going off to, I'm not too sure which four-year institution, but she just wants to stay home this semester and for this year. And so all of a sudden we have this student who's going to be able to join us in the fall. And boy, what a great way to start your higher education with a zero cost. It's really something. So if you have questions, matter of fact, if you have questions, I'm going to give him my email address. Are you ready for this one? This is the president's email address. It is I'm sorry. It is JShaeffer@es.vccs.edu. That's JShaeffer@es.vccs.edu. I really want to hear from you. This is so important. So there you go. That's one of the great opportunities.
Oh, it's fantastic. The Shore has a long history of taking care of our own. It's nice to hear all the examples continue on into these uncertain times, I should say. All right. So I think we got 3 of the 4 down.
Right.
We're going to have a 4th announcement.
So we have another program to provide access to students and financial support. The Stay Home, Stay Safe, Stay Local scholarship is extraordinary in its generosity, and it's never happened before, and it's for these extraordinary times. But we have a bigger vision, Will. The president and the executive director of our educational foundation, Patty Kellum, and myself, our goal is free Eastern Shore Community College for every resident of the Shore that can benefit from it. And we're working towards it. We raised $260,000 new dollars this year in scholarship funding. And we have the best financial aid director in the Virginia Community College system who squeezes that lemon until every drop comes out. So we're announcing today the Eastern Shore Community College Yes Tuition Promise. For students who meet the eligibility requirement, we guarantee your tuition will be covered. So we'll look at grants, we'll look at federal aid, we'll look at scholarships, we'll close that gap. The basic requirements, you have to enroll full-time, 12 credits or more. You have to be eligible for in-state tuition. You have to complete the FAFSA, the federal financial aid form, and support submit the supporting documentation, that document will analyze what your need is. We'll pull down the federal dollars first and the state dollars first, and then whatever gap remains, we'll fill that with foundation dollars. We can't do it for all of our students. It's at a certain income level right now, but in contrast to the scholarship Dr. Shaeffer just announced, this one's not going to go away. This is the first stake in the ground for free community college on the Eastern Shore.
Yeah, yeah. We our students have multiple hurdles. One of them is transportation on the shore, no secret. The other one is some of our kids have food insecurity, and we're trying to work with that as well. And then the other piece has to do with homelessness. But the biggest hurdle are dollars. And I think that Dr. Tompkins and I, being new to the college, one of the things that we've seen is that through a lot of creativity, students are getting anywhere from federal to state funds, and we're just, as Dr. Tompkins said, we're just that close. And again, as you indicated, Will, due to the just the sheer generosity of Eastern Shore people, we've got $260,000 more this year. That's just 1 year of fundraising that we've done, and so I've no doubt we get this out there. We're going to see people step up to this. And, our vision is that everyone that wants to come to the college, and this is going to be a bold statement, whether it's for credit or non-credit, we're going to find a way to be able to support them financially. We can't do it today. With credit, we're almost there, but we're working on a thing called One Door. And this wasn't part of the announcement, so I hope we don't bleed over into your next show. But
no, you're good.
Do you want to describe One Door real quick?
Sure. So this is, again, unprecedented in the Virginia community college system. A lot of colleges talk about this concept, but none of them have executed it. We have this crazy system, Will, where if you come in one of our buildings, we give you a menu of programs. And if you come in the other building, we give you a different menu of programs. And the two buildings don't even know what the other menu is. So a lot of our students, they come with an aspiration, not a plan. I want to do better. I want a better life for myself. I want an education. But they don't know what workforce credential grant is. They don't know what Fast Forward is, career technical education, career study certificate. That's all our language. That's what Jim Shaeffer and I live and breathe in our career. They have an aspiration. So what we want them to do is come in any door of our college and get the full menu of service and the full menu of financial aid available. For some students, a Fast Forward program and certified nursing assistant is the best way for us to get them free community college. For others, the exact same program, it comes through on a different side of the house. They don't care. They get the same certificate, and it's free either way that they come. And so that's our vision.
Yeah. So those are our announcements. I think the things that are flying through my head, Will. Number one is that I've got the mic, so I'm going to congratulate our 2020 grads one more time. That may Dr. Tompkins, who's been to more graduations than most people, said that was one of the most meaningful things that he's ever been through. It was also the first for he and I as president and vice president. And then this week we had our virtual orientation for students. Of course we did, right? How else were we going to do this? And so we did it Tuesday and Wednesday, and we had over 130 students over those 2 days. And if I count the number of parents who were on the line with that, we're at 150 people who really were with us for those two. And as our head of student services said, man, it was like we were really on TV. and I guess we were. But again, being new to the shore, I just am just constantly amazed at how we seem to step up to the challenge and meet it and keep on going.
Absolutely. Well, it's fantastic, and I don't think that there's anybody on the shore, if they've really put their mind to it, can say I can't afford a good college education, because you guys are doing a great job. to figure out ways to make it easier for folks to get into community college and get a degree and get a skill or a trade and hopefully begin the process of a long and successful career. Well, one more time, you want to give the website, the community college, the phone number if folks listening would like any information on these big four announcements?
Well, I'll give you the website, general website for the college, and then I'm going to give you my email one more time. I don't get enough email during the day, so the major website is es.vccs.edu/admissions-aid, and that'll get you to where you need to go. If you have questions, like what was that website that you gave, please don't hesitate to email my office, or it's actually my personal email address. It's JSHAEFFER at es.vccs.edu. I was in a meeting the other day about voting registration, and somebody said something about, I know you're so busy. And I said, you know what? I'm just a regular guy, and I'm just a regular guy who's here to help in any way that we can. So do email me, please.
All right. Good.
Yeah, and you could also call us. So
Yeah.
789-1720. So feel free to pick up the phone. I hope you send Dr. Shaeffer 1,000 emails. He's a president. They don't do very much work.
To add that email to our daily e-news blast. All right. President of the Eastern Shore Community College, Dr. Jim Shaeffer, Vice President, Dr. Patrick Tompkins. Appreciate y'all being on with us today. That's a short talk.
Thank you for listening to Shore Talk. This interview has been recorded and is available on the audio on demand page at shoredailynews.com and on the Eastern Shore Radio app. To schedule a Shore Talk for your community event or organization, call us at 757-787-3200 or email Nancy at WESR.net.